Welcome to the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 257. The first setup of the day was submitted by Sam. There's possibly some other things in your life that need to be addressed first. Yeah, would you agree with that?
I'm trying to find out what you're actually talking about because I really don't see anything wrong with this setup. I just don't. I mean,
the cables, sure, they could be adjusted.
Yeah,
but I think that's about it.
That's about it.
You know, it's totally not the fact that looks like a UPS truck exploded under your desk. Honestly, if you look at the first photo and look in relation to where the PC actually is, that is right where he sits. It makes no sense at all. He has those dildo speakers and they're in the corner sitting next to each other.
Oh, I just realized that.
Yeah, it's like, don't tell me you actually use those speakers because that makes no sense.
Unless he has two more on the other side.
Which even then, that would make it even worse.
Yeah.
I think the only good thing you have going for yourself here is the salt lamp, and it's off! So you lost points for that. So if it was on, I would have been like, at least 37 points on that. Sam scored a 30. The next setup was submitted by Kyle. Having a laptop setup is not an issue.
It's not.
You still get graded in the same way as everybody else. So you got to break it down category by category. Accessories is a big deal. And looking at this, you really don't have any accessories. I don't even think it's necessary. The theme is not only what is it, what's the setup about, but it's also how you present it. And I feel like the presentation of this is pretty god awful. We can see you have your bed over there, so at least the TV is good for that. Otherwise, the TV is like way too high to really get any use out of it for
it's plugged into his laptop, so
yeah, which is the biggest issue. I'm assuming that he just throws up YouTube on a playlist or something up there. Kyle scored a 66. The next setup was submitted by Cody. I do think it's a little underwhelming on the walls. I'm just going to come out and say that. It's what I always say about a lot of setups. 2 snapbacks isn't really going to be like, yep, there it is. He's good. The way he's got his speaker set up, he's got his Yeti there ready to be pulled out whenever he needs it. Tons of different little things. His Xbox in a good spot. His headphones work. Then again, we look at the headphones and we're seeing like a baby blue, and you're like, what color do you like, dude? Your chair is usually very telling of what your setup should look like. Yeah. So if you're going for something, that's why I usually go black or go black and white on a chair, because it'll fit in anything. But when you are going to go and buy a chair with something like that lime green, you better be putting that lime green in more than just the chair. And it can't just be like, I have a Ryzen keyboard, it's gonna be fun. Cody scored a 78. The next setup was submitted by Ohad. First things first, they make something so crazy, you won't believe it. They make HDMI cables that are long. Crazy fact, if you wanted to put the computer on the floor, you can spend $8 on a longer cable. This is a setup where I'm like, he could definitely do like a triple monitor and it would kind of look cool with this desk, and he's got the right amount of space. But if you're gonna keep the 2, I definitely wouldn't keep the PC there. It's yeah. Telling me you're gonna get green and black posters is great, but you didn't do it, so you lost a lot of points there. The wall, completely useless right now. And the thing that's killing me about this setup is the amount of potential.
Yes.
Such a good start, such a good desk, and it's great, but the other side of the room is awful, it's hideous. I don't ever want to see it ever again. Ohad scored a 74. The next setup was submitted by Emmanuel. Yeah, I like this setup considering what you're working with. Knowing that you have to be exclusive to this furniture and stuff like that definitely changes the story. Theme is like hard because you can't really do too much to the walls, but those posters are just enough. The little knickknacks on the desk are pretty good. It is really nice. Manuel scored a 70. The next setup was submitted by Jamie. I do have to give you props though for having your own art up on the wall. That is very cool. It's a nice touch. It adds to the theme. It's good. It's way too overwhelming with the white, and it's just like, oh.
Yeah, I always like one pop of color at least. If you're doing a white or black, add like boring. Yeah, just add a little pop of color. He does have it in the wallpaper, the Stormtrooper wallpaper, but that's not going to cut it.
Jamie scored an 82. The next setup was submitted by Santiago. The real problem is that aside mind, there's a lot of different things here that don't need to be there. The placement of the light doesn't really make a lot of sense. I like that it's unique. I like that you said that you made it, but I don't think that's really the best spot for it. It should really definitely go in the corner and it'll look a little bit nicer. Also, just all the little knickknacks, the remotes and stuff like that, it's gotta go. Gotta go. The biggest issue that I had with the setup was the size of the monitor. The monitor is literally the size of just nothing. It kind of gets lost with that window.
Maybe paint the desk or the door.
Yeah.
A different color.
Or the
Maybe
window.
Paint that blue.
Paint the window over so you can't see out of it.
Sure.
And you don't take pictures from outside of the window anymore. Santiago scored 76. The final setup of the day was submitted by Ben. That's an under desk slot, no?
It is.
So why are you not using it? The Signum is quite literally a shitty version of what your desk already has. Really, the computer, honestly, I probably wouldn't put it on the desk. It's so big and overwhelming that it takes up a lot of space, and by doing so, you don't have a lot of room sitting.
The symmetry kills me, you know, with the shelf and all that. I wish he had the same shelf to the right side. Maybe getting rid of that shelf if you have, like if you save up money or whatever, get rid of that shelf and maybe get 2 symmetrical pieces to go on the left and right side of your desk.
On the shelf next to the Razer headphones, there's another speaker. And then I just realized those are double speakers stacked on each side. So is he doing the front and rear speakers on top of each other? Because that's not good. Men scored a 68. Jamie walked away with first place with an 82. Thanks for watching the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 257.